And now, the coronavirus continues to change the way we all live our lives, but it's also changing the way we say goodbye to it. IU Newsnet takes a deep dive into how people are saying goodbye to the ones they love most during this difficult time. Losing a loved one is never easy, especially when that someone is your dad, and you aren't able to be there with him for his final moments.
The whole situation was difficult because, we weren't able to get as much information as we wanted to. We weren't able to go and see him, and, nobody deserves to die alone.
Our very own Mary-Kate Hamilton lost her father, Andrew Hamilton, on March 23rd, and due to the coronavirus, her goodbye looked a lot different.
So the doctor actually called us on his own personal iPhone so that we would be able to FaceTime our dad, tell him that we loved him, say our goodbyes. And then we hung up and they pulled the plug and they said that, they held his hand while he was passing. And of course, that's something that we would have wanted to do.
Hospitals around the country are restricting people from entering their buildings to prevent the spread of COVID-19, even in the moments before a loved one's death. For the Hamilton family, the restrictions continued with the funeral.
We have decided here at our funeral home to stick with the CDC recommendations of 10 people or less at a funeral service.
Alex Pennington of Pennington Funeral and Cremation Services in Auburn, Indiana, understands that social distancing is needed during this crisis, but creates hardships for families experiencing loss.
The coronavirus has stripped the ability for people to grieve the loss of their loved one.
Limited to 10 people in attendance at her father's service, Mary-Kate knows firsthand the difficulty with saying goodbye during the circumstances of COVID-19.
I think that funerals are important for closure, and we haven't still been able to get that official closure.
We here at IU Newsnet want to send our deepest condolences out to Mary-Kate and her entire family during this difficult time. But the sad truth is that she's not alone, as families across the country and across the world are all experiencing difficulties saying goodbye to the ones they love most. And the only advice they are given? To wait.
Now we have tentative plans to have kind of a celebration of life ceremony once all of this blows over, but it's difficult because we don't know when that will be.
Not knowing, waiting, and being patient is all the Hamilton family and families across the globe can do before saying their final goodbyes to the ones they love most. I want to thank Mary-Kate Hamilton for sharing with me her difficult story and experience. Mary-Kate also shared with me that her father did in fact pass away due to COVID-19 complications. Alex Pennington of Pennington Funeral and Cremation Services says the best thing you can do during this difficult time is to pick up the phone and contact a loved one to see how they are feeling, living, and grieving during these difficult times.